Friends, Drew Cope, Meadowlands, New Jersey, hanging at the Hilton Hotel after Jeffery Combs' Millionaire Blueprint event, May 9th and 10th. Phenomenal. Going over some of my notes from Susan Sly and what she had to say. Let's talk about creating a schedule. We need a schedule. We need a daily method of operation that's going to work with our life and what we want to accomplish and where we want to go. And make sure we get the big rocks in there, stuff that's important to us, with our family, with our spirituality, with taking time for us, and also making sure that we've carved out time for our business, for our income-producing activities. So here's just some of what I wrote down from Susan Slides. What are the most important things in your life? Make a list. You may come up with about 8 arenas. About 8. Sometimes just 3. What are the most important things in your life? Block, schedule your time. Put in the non-negotiables. You know when breakfast is, you know when dinner is, you know when you're working out. Okay, great. When are you going to work your business? When are you going to spend time with your kids? When is your date night going to be? Get those on the schedule, block them out, make them priorities, and make them non-negotiable. If you're working a second job, so you're working a full-time, something to pay the bills, and you're just getting started with your network marketing, that's fine. No worries, no big deal. Figure out where you're going to put in non-negotiable time for this business to happen, so that the most important things in your life, the next 2 to 5 years are going to pass, whether you do this or not. But if for the next 2 to 5 years you block out time for this little business thing here that we're starting, and you make this a priority, pretty soon you're going to replace your full-time income, and you're not going to need this anymore, and you're going to have the freedom to focus on this, and focus on your family, and focus on doing the things that really matter and the charitable stuff that you want to do. So, she talked about blocking out time for income-producing activities, IPAs. Do your prospecting and your follow-up calls first. Posting on Facebook is great, but you need to be on the phone with people. That is what produces income. Do that first. So, do your prospecting, call your new leads, call your follow-ups, and don't be afraid to follow up more than one time. Some people take 7 times. It took them 21 times to get Susan Sly into the business. Now, Jeffery Combs has a different opinion. He doesn't waste time on follow-up. He says, you know what? Either they're ready or they're not, and if they're not, I move on to the next person. He has more leads than time. You require more leads than time in your organization if you're going to build a successful business from the comfort of your home. If you just want to make this a hobby, that's fine, but know that it's a hobby and know that it's going to produce income like a hobby, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that so long as that's what you've decided you want. If you want a business that's going to produce you 6 figures in a month, if that's too big for you to dream, you're like, donut hole, then let's talk about 5 figures in a month. Let's talk about making your annual income, your monthly income, your monthly income, your weekly income, your daily or your hourly income. Okay? Schedule in your time for family, exercise, and administrative work. There is administration work that needs to be done. Make sure it's in the schedule so it doesn't overwhelm you. She talked about one very important tip, using a paper planner. If you're using your computer as your planner and Outlook or whatever, and you get audited by the IRS and they want to see what your income-producing activities were and they need your time, they very well could take your computer. Make sure you have your call log done on pencil and paper so that you have something that if you had to surrender it for whatever reason. You also got to take into account making sure that you have a backup data source so that if you've got all your stuff in your computer and your computer gets lost, stolen, water damage, something happens, electrical storm, you can't afford to lose those contacts. Make sure you've got a backup some way, somehow. Cloud storage, I got a friend who can help you with that, or pencil and paper. This was a really neat tip that she had. I love this one right here. Set up 100 points worth of intentions in a month, in a quarter. Set up your intentions, what you're going to do, assign every one of them point value. Every time you complete one of them, you get a point. So you have 100 points worth of initiatives and things you want to accomplish in the next 90 days. Every time you do something, you give yourself a point. Shoot for 80 out of 100 points. Shoot for 80%. If you can achieve 80% of your intentions, you're going to change your life. You really are. That's a very awesome practical tip that right there was worth the price of admission. When the value is great enough, the price doesn't matter. You need to be doing 45 minutes a day of income-producing activities in order to be able to take full tax deductibility 5 days a week. Thought that was pretty important. And lastly, she said prioritize in a sequence. Number 1, your health, your spirituality, your self-love. Number 2 was relationships. 3 was the money. 4 was being able to give back, because once you have money, you're able to give back more effectively. And 5, having fun. prioritize in a sequence. You can rewind the video to catch some of that again. This is Drew Cope with www.justhelp2.com. You can be reached at 855-21-GOALS if you want to join my team, talk about coaching with me, talking about getting some insights into how you can develop some income from the comfort of your home. This is the right team, the right organization, the right leadership, and the right company at the right time in the right economy. If you want to recession-proof your income and get to the point where you don't have to be worried anymore about what's happening in Washington and on Wall Street, you need to get hold of me and get in touch with me. I look forward to connecting with you soon. This is Drew Cope from the Meadowlands, New Jersey Millionaire Blueprint event, saying look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye for now.